Hi, my name is Sam Franzman. This is an introductional video for volunteers for Green Fair on the Fox 2015. So I'm just going to basically go through all the different positions that you could be in and give a brief description and show some of the places where you're going to be working primarily throughout your shift. And so we're going to start with logistics, and that's going to start right here, right by the Horseshoe parking lot here. It's going to be myself and Marianne Mings, and what our job is going to be is to make sure that the vendors who are coming through down this road and into the Horseshoe parking lot get to the designated unloading spots. There's going to be two kind of at the pinnacle of the Horseshoe parking lot here, and that's make sure they get there and unloaded, and they know where their spot is going to be over in the grassy area where all the vendors are going to be. So we'll have those marked out ahead of time for you. And so let's actually go over by the unloading area. See here they have it looks basically like wheelchair accessible areas. There's two of them here at the Horseshoe parking lot, and this is where primarily the unloading and setup volunteers are going to be doing majority of their stuff, and that's going to be Max, Susie, Dylan, and Jessica. And so you're going to help them unload, and they're going to have tents, and the tents are fairly easy for one. Well, they're it's way easier for 4 people to put up a tent than it is for one person, and it's one of the things that our vendors really appreciated last year is when volunteers like yourself helped out with putting up the tent and rolling over some of their equipment. So that's going to be the main thing. Now, also there's going to be some vendors that are going to be over in the city hall, and then Jeanette is going to be able to coordinate that, and we'll probably have some of the unloading set up. 1 or 2 of them help because there's not going to be any tents inside. It'll just be tables, and most of the time the people on the inside have everything they need and don't need a whole lot of help. But for those who do, you'll be there, and I appreciate that. So now, if we look behind us here, right by the flags, that's where, between the flags and the stop sign is where there's going to be a information booth, and that's where Joan and Rebecca are going to be in the morning, and in the evening, Kim and Wendy. So their primary job is, of course, to make sure, to greet people, to let them know what events are going to be coming up on the main stage potentially, and give them the programs, let them know about our scavenger hunt that we have this year, which is going to be really cool, and a number of other things that we'll review once you actually get here. And so that's so the only other thing that we really need to go over is we actually have some lunch runners this year. So one of the ways that we thought that we could serve our vendors better is to have people take lunch orders for the vendors, run and get the food, obviously take some money, and then get the food to the from the vendors, and then back to the other vendors that are not food vendors. So they're going to be running back and forth doing that. That's going to be Dylan, Lauren, and Shay. And so yeah. And then I'll be, at the beginning of the day, I'll be helping with logistics. For majority of the day, I'm actually going to be at the Peg Bond Center by the stage, helping coordinate things over there. But I'll be available for most part of the day. And also, Carolyn Burnham is going to be walking around for majority of the day as well, and she'll be able to assist you if you have any questions. The last part is going to be the cleanup, and we have a great crew for that. We got, again, Kim, Lori Benson, Susie and Dylan, and Nick and Carter Crane. So, but yeah, and you'll be helping just with cleaning up, making sure the vendors get all their stuff back into their cars. I'll be helping again with logistics, making sure that the vendors don't get too backed up and block other people in. So one of the big things that one of the reasons why we can't let vendors park in the Horseshoe parking lot long term is because we're going to be having the alternative transportation show in here. We're also going to have a large display trailer that someone's going to be bringing that's also going to be here. So we really prefer that we not have anyone actually parking, any of the vendors parking here. I think that's about it. If you have any questions, I'll have my phone number in the email that I send you, this link in. And yeah, again, thank you so much for helping with Batavia Green Fair on the Fox this year. We're excited. Thanks and have a great day.